Hey Mitchell, how's it going? So thank you for the portfolio, and I decided to make a video review for you to see what I'm talking about. So I'm just opening the images that you sent randomly, no special order, and this is what we call an environment. And yeah, I'll be doing some pointers on the screen. Right here you can see my marker. So this one, one thing would be the actual concept that we have vanishing points, let's say going this way, and that's kind of okay what you have right here. I think this thing on the background, which is the city, I think this one, yeah, it's kind of okay because you have a nice silhouette. This billboard, yeah, you need to work on that, especially because of this ground plane that doesn't really match as much, and then you need to work it out even more. Like this perspective now going down here is just too far down, so this one you can just take the same vanishing point from here and start building things. Like this actually fixes your perspective, something like this, and you can make it work a little bit more. And then this one you can also see where this vanishing point will actually take you. Like in this sense, you can maybe go higher, and then go like this, and then also the letters would be following that, so you go for the H. Like, I'm not sure what's happening here in this world, but this is how you would actually just get the whole thing together. And then these are the foundations that we're talking about. You need to have also, maybe you want to have a different base, that's something that actually supports the weight better of the billboard. So think about those things. You need to have obviously just more stuff right here. This is too empty. More stuff is needed. That just makes it integrated a bit more. This would be a portrait right here, and this has the same pattern as the other one. You're going for the shades, like this is nice, this is kind of nice, this is nice. You're going for the shades right there, but what this is really missing, it's all the foundations, like all the if I just write here foundations, and that basically means everything that just underlays before the shading pass. So you need to have first of all, doing a portrait like full front angle. We don't really do that as much. We kind of like go more on a 3/4 side, and we try to build things like this. Would be the eye line. I can see it right there, and this is the cheekbone you're indicating, and then this goes. So I'm just building that. So this is like that, and I'm going from the side. So now the nose, the bridge is going to be somewhere here, and you can see how I'm actually assembling these pieces, and then the mouth is going to be somewhere here, but everything just lines up. And now that you have this is going to be one of the eyebrows, the other eyebrow, and then you're building things in a 3D fashion, more like this and like that. So now this is going to be way better, and it just has that structure. And then we go again with the skull, and now this, I'm just taking information from yours right here, and then this is how the neck actually connects, and it's going to be way better if I draw through the jaw right here. If I see kind of like in a transparent way, so the neck is a huge cylinder, and I can see that the neck is going to be better on that side. And then again the ears. So this is all the line work that you gotta create first, and then make it solid, and then you go then and say, okay, hair is going to be falling down, and then maybe going around the surface. That's what you want. Touching the surface, that's important. So it has the environment that you sent, and then this one they have the same pattern. You have to work underneath on these things. Now let's see the other one. So this is this is pretty cool. I like it. It's more of the the idea, the concept. This is great. That's what we basically want. So these things, I think this is great. Even though it doesn't have as much perspective, you have a pretty awesome composition in this one. So this is one of the most successful pieces. I like it. You see light hitting right here, you see the light, you see the light, so you have a better sense on this one. This might be a piece that would be maybe one of the later pieces that you have more experience. This one, so now you're combining the background again, so you have a nice background with the soldier right here, and I like all these things. This one actually feels more integrated than the other one, than the road one. The two things, I think the background is nice. You have a pretty organic feeling right here. You have some rocks, some mountains, your color sense, I think it's getting better. I like that. The character is not quite working, and that would be the pose. The pose is, you need to work it out even more. So I think I'll just go with a better line of actions, you know, something here that he's just being maybe more cautious. He's just more into what's happening, you know, maybe just going down right here, and kind of like very cautious about where he's going. So the line of action, it's something that we really pay attention to, because it has, as simple as it says, the line of action just has a whole feeling about what's happening. So again, it's all the line work that you gotta be working on, and then you integrate that with the, you know, some grass maybe here. You can have some shadow also as well, that you make the final pass integrate that with the background. Now let's see the next one. Yeah, this one, it seems to me that you need more work on the characters here, and that's it's a lot to learn on this. Anatomy would be a big thing. Again, the line of action, you know, try not to open the knees like that, but just to have a different pose maybe. I'm not sure what is he thinking right here, what is he going to be doing, and then based on that, on his personality and all that, would be, the pose would be reflecting that. So you might want to open one foot, and I don't know, I think I would just have both going this way, so he's not on that pose that, you know, knees are open. And again, this has to have the anatomy, like rib cage, and then building, always building. That would be pretty important, and you can see how I'm actually building things. So now that arm is too far away this way, even though he might be opening the his wings. That seems to be the case, but I'm gonna just make it feel more like going this way, more 3D in a way, and anatomy on the hands, that's super important. Otherwise this is not going to work. Yeah, so you gotta work on these things, and this one would be a little bit more like that, and again, just anatomy. Don't forget the anatomy, the structure. So this is important. So this has some corrections. The face, you gotta rework the face. The face is just lines. We don't need to see lines, we need to see more work like this. Faces are complex by nature, so you have to go and do a lot more than that. Yeah, so it seems that the environments, like the backgrounds and all that, it is your forte. It seems that they have better composition, better elements, better perspective. The characters, this guy's better. I like him better. You can't really see the hand somewhere there, but I just apply the same things that you're applying to your backgrounds. You see how I'm building this, always building like an architect, and then from there you get the shoulders, and then from the shoulders you get the rib cage, and then you get the pelvis right here, and then you connect things in between, and then again you bring one arm and I like the pose. The pose seems to be better. You want to go for a silhouette here so that you can actually read the pose. Yeah, like that. Building, always building. It's important. So this is a prop. Yeah, kind of like the same thing. Just need the foundations. It's a good idea. You're holding something with this. You just need to have build it. So if this is going to be a cylinder, just build that so it actually feels like that. And then once you get to this little connections right there, just keep on building that, and you can get the perspective right. You see, like this is going to be closer to the camera, so it should be bigger. And then this, you want to do more of a cube at the beginning so you can preserve the shape and the volume, and then based on that you start carving things out. But once you have it, you need to feel that you actually have it first, and then this helps you to maintain the perspective throughout the whole model. Yeah, and then the color wise, with a white background, this is not going to fly. Usually things that are glowing, you need to have something more like this on the dark side. Cool concept, I like it. Pose is better, but again, you gotta have anatomy. And then this one's kind of cool because you have it's made out of pieces, so just try to have those pieces with more perspective. This one I would just open it up so we can see that, and then this, yeah, that's kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I like that, and then the pieces that you're showing, how they actually assemble. Yeah, no face on this one, but it actually feels nice, like you have a better grasp for color. That's nice. Yeah, good concept. The hand, I'm not sure what happened to the hand. Weapon, I like it. That seems to be cool. Background, just something there that you added. That's fine. Yeah, just work again on the anatomy. We need to see how these pieces they actually assemble. You know, you might want to have the shoulder higher, and anatomy tells me that we have that humerus has to be longer, therefore the forearm has to be longer, and then you complete this one. So that would be anatomy, and then once you have one, you kind of like compare that to the other one, even if it's on a perspective, might be somewhere here. Yeah, so then you go for the symmetry and then finding the asymmetry. Cool, this is getting better. Better color schemes, more structure, so this is actually kind of nice. I like it. So I'm guessing that you're going like from A to B. This is the polished one. Yeah, so they have now the elements that I've been mentioning. That's great. And now let me see the other one. So this is the last one. And again, I'm just opening images. I don't see any dates, but it seems to me that this might be the latest work that you have done. And then this one might be not the latest, but it's getting there. So again, backgrounds, you're okay. You need to work a lot more on the backgrounds for sure. Vanishing points, and this is going to help you with all these lines, like how they actually converge and give you the feeling that it's going away from the camera, like all these ones. Yeah, all that one's just going to match better. This guy needs better integration, and that would be with the colors, with the textures at the end, but that's a final pass. You need to worry more about first. Remember, pose comes first. Pose, it's about who is the character, you know, his background. Who is this guy? He seems to be a bad guy. Okay, so what is this bad guy about? And then you make the pose. What is he doing there in this location? He seems to be the gatekeeper, maybe. That's the idea. And then based on that, you go and do a pose. and that could be, he might be holding. If he's a pretty strong guy, you might have just, the guy's just like this. You're not gonna go past me. If he's preventing somebody that's, if somebody's actually like right there and he's gonna go in, then he might just go like, no, or stop or something. You can't pass this point. So that pose, it's important for the specific sequence that it is happening. And then once you find the pose, then you go for the anatomy. You find the shapes, and you make them work, and then the anatomy, then you keep on going to the coloring stage, and then finally you make it that it integrates. So I'll send you this by email so you can see it, and then we'll chat more. Thank you, Mitchell.